Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel, the channel where I like to talk about the good, the bad, the properties, and all we have to know about Italy. But in today's video, I'm not going to talk about Italy at all. And you will ask yourself, why? Now, because I have a few news about my summer. All right, probably I have anticipated, I have talked in one or two videos. I've been talking about the fact that I would have gone somewhere. Okay, today I'm going to reveal you where I'm going this summer. So basically, now I hope hold yourself tight. I hope I'm not gonna shock anyone, but the 2nd of July, I'm flying to Russia. All right? Yes, I have to make this video and I had to say, and why I'm going to say to you this, because I'm not gonna stay a week or 10 days. I'm going to stay around 2 months in Russia. Now, 2 months, it's a not very long period, but let's say enough maybe to make less videos. Maybe I will be busier. Anyway, I have a few reasons why I'm going to Russia. Now, the first and main reason is because my wife is Russian. So I have family there. My wife has brother, mother, and relatives, so on over there. And because it has been a while that she hasn't been to Russia, anyway, we were planning to go, but then we all know the problems that started, and then our relocation to Italy, and then my visa. I had to apply for my visa to go to Russia. Anyway, because it's a family reason, I have 1 year visa, so I can stay up to 1 year, and then if I want to stay longer in Russia, I can apply from there and I can extend my visa over there. So anyway, this is the first reason, because my wife is from there. Last time we have been to Russia was 2020, was just before the pandemic. And so this is the first reason. The second reason, which is very important for me, a part that is important because anyway, I have family there, and it's important for me to be in touch with my family. But second, let's say this is the thing that I'm driven most. This is the thing that is driving me more than anything, and it's always money. All right, now I don't want to shock anyone, but let's say I'm going over there because I have invested money in Russia, and during the last year, since 2017, since I met my wife, obviously I always loved that country, so I'm always looking for opportunities. And because I've bought properties over there, and I have to say it had been extremely profitable for me. I mean, all my investment in Russia went extremely well. Now, my wife, she was always against me. She was always saying, no, you are mad, no, let's not do. And I would say, listen to me. I know very well what I'm doing. I always know very well what I'm doing when it's about money and when it's about investing money. So I bought properties over there. It's a pity that I never bought a restaurant, because that was always been my one of my dreams, to have a restaurant over there. Obviously, not to work myself in the restaurant, but simply to give under a lease contract to someone. Anyway, I want to buy. I always want to buy if I see opportunities, if I see good returns, and so on. So anyway, I bought properties. I had very good returns from these properties. the one is empty and one is actually rented out. There are two. So one is rented out. My plan now is to go to buy one more. So obviously, now I will tell you shortly the scheme which I'm going to buy this property. So I will pay a little deposit. I will open a mortgage. All right. So then I will rent it out as well because the rental market is going extremely well over there. And so, and with the rent, I'll be able to pay back my mortgage. So I'm planning to open a 10 years mortgage over there. And so I'm interested to open a 10 years mortgage. I will pay back my mortgage. So this apartment in 10 years is going to cost me only my deposit. And then if the rent is a bit higher than three, three? No, it's nearly five. Anyway, my friends, and so if the mortgage is a bit lower than the rent, so if the rent is a bit higher than the mortgage, then I will even be able to pay back my deposit, which is not going to be very big. But anyway, I like to invest in properties. My goal is always to make profit from the properties. Now, since I was 26, so since I bought my very first property, my goal always been or to not pay for the property. To not, what does it mean to not pay? That is paid with the rental income. All right, my mortgage is paid by the rental income, or if it's not paid by the rental income, I'm able to pay cash. All right, and then I'm at least able to double or triple the amount of money that I have invested. Now, for example, in Russia, I have been able, because I bought at the right time, I've been able to triple the amount of the value of the property that I bought. So if I'm going to sell now the properties that I bought, I'm gonna cash 3 times the money that I'm invested. On top, one of these two is rented out. So my incomes is keep generating incomes. My investments always. Obviously, we need to find opportunities. I'm like this. I mean, this is Italy, a place to love. This is Antonio. My money, my mind, my mind, my money. My mind is always money oriented. It's money oriented because I don't care, as you know, if you're following my channel, you know that I don't care at all about politics. You know very well what is my consideration about politicians. And now I'm not putting in a basket one politician that is better than anyone, than another one. I don't care at all about politics. Since the moment these politicians, wherever in the world, they are a disaster for me, I decided to become selfish and to think about myself. Now, someone might blame this type of behavior. I don't care. I simply don't care because, anyway, I always been kind of left oriented. I always been kind of, I'm not saying socialist, but I always wanted to be uh, more democracy, less poverty. What can I say? I always been for equal rights, let's say, but because I'm living in a world where the equal rights don't exist at all, so I decided to follow just my own path. And my own path is money. Money, all right, enjoying my life, second. And third, anyway, it's not up to me. If it would be up to me in this world where there will be no wars, we have a thunderstorm, there will be no wars, zero wars. If it will be for me, do I decide? No. We have super politicians who are deciding all the things in the world now. Doesn't matter if it's one side, doesn't matter if it's another side. Then obviously, probably some of you might take a position. but I don't take a position. I go where I can make money. Now, if I hope it's not a problem. This is my philosophy. This is my mentality. I'm against any type of war. So I'm against, what else I can say, for example, that I'm not Russophobic. Obviously, I married a Russian. If you marry a Russian woman, you cannot be Russophobic. All right. I don't understand people who are Russophobic, to be honest. Even if some are saying, but the history went like this, went like that. Okay, but if I follow the history, I should hate everyone. As Italian, I should hate everyone because Italy had been at war with everyone. So it's not this that I'm driven of. So I know that most of the people know only what the television says. Okay, so from this point of view, I can only be sorry for the people, all right? Because obviously, if we only follow the mainstream and we only follow what one side is saying, we will never know the truth. Now, I'm not here to tell you who is right and who is wrong. Again, anyway, so this is my plan. From the 2nd of July, I will be in Russia for 2 months. Then I will travel to Istanbul. Then I have also a plan to go, if I have the chance, to go to Kazakhstan, because it's a country that I would like to, it's a long time that I would like to visit this country. I have very good friends over there. So Astana is the capital. So the town where I'm going actually, so then from Istanbul, I will fly to Kazan. Kazan is a particular place in Russia. I'm not flying to Moscow. I'm not flying to St. Petersburg. Okay, Kazan is a very big city in Russia. We are talking about more than 5 million inhabitants, maybe 7 million inhabitants. And Kazan is the capital, to not confuse with Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan is the country. Astana is the capital. Kazan is a city, is a Russian city. I'm flying over there from Istanbul to Kazan. Now, Kazan is the capital of a Russian republic that is called Tatarstan Republic. All right, so I'm flying to Tatarstan Republic, which is a Muslim republic inside Russia. It's on the Volga River. So if you want to investigate, if you don't know much about Russia and you would like to once, sorry, we have a bumblebee here. Genie. I had a bumblebee flying beside me. First we had the bells, now the bumblebee, then the thunderstorm. So everything in this video. So I was saying Kazan is the capital of Tatarstan, which is a Muslim republic. Now, for people who are not familiar, but inside Russia there are nearly 100, 120 different ethnic groups, all right? So it's a kind of very multicultural country. I know the majority of the people don't know this. So Russian is one nationality, but you have more than 100 nationalities in Russia. In Russia, you have, inside Russia, is divided in republics, which are nationalities, and oblasts, which are not nationalities. So, but anyway, I'm not gonna go deep into this. So I'm flying to Kazan, and then from Kazan, all right, 2 hours by bus, 3 hours by bus, I go to this town, to this city called Yoshkar-Ola. All right, it's called. This is the town where the native, my wife's native town, is called Yoshkar-Ola, which I love it. It's a beautiful city. I've been there obviously a few times. Last time I've been there was 2020. So we go to Yoshkar-Ola. Yoshkar-Ola is the town where I've invested, where I bought the properties. Another thunderstorm. Now, Yoshkar-Ola is another republic. So I said Kazan is Tatarstan Republic inside Russia. Yoshkar-Ola is called is the capital of the Mariel Republic. All right? Remember this, Mariel Republic. You can type, you can search in Google Mariel Republic. There is another nationality in this republic, which they are called Mari, the Mari people, and they're famous. This nationality, these people in Russia, famous to be the last pagan of Europe. Now, if you type last pagans of Europe, you will find that there are the Mari Republic. They belong to a Ugro-Finnic ethnic group. So I think, if I'm not wrong, like many other nationalities inside Russia, belong to this ethnic group. It's called Ugro-Finnic. And so this is the town, Yoshkar-Ola, Mariel Republic. It's on the Volga River. Now, I don't know if many of you are familiar with this river, which is the longest river in Europe, because anyway, they like to say that Russia is not Europe, but unfortunately, Russia is still part of Europe. Maybe one day will not be. Maybe one day will be cancelled by Europe. I don't know, according to our politicians, according to some people in Europe, they don't want anymore Russia to be part of Europe, but up to now, unfortunately, it's still part of Europe. And so Volga is this beautiful river. It looks like a sea because it's so huge, this river. Again, it's the longest river in Europe. And so Yoshkar-Ola, this city is not a big city. We are talking about 350,000 inhabitants, which is the perfect size for me. I could live forever over there. I mean, I would never have problems to live in Yoshkar-Ola. I would have big problems to live in Moscow. I would have big problems to live in St. Petersburg. I would have big problems to live in Kazan, simply because I cannot live in a city that is bigger than 500,000. If you are asking me to move to a place that is more than 500,000 inhabitants, I would say no. No, I would, even if you are telling me, oh, this place is the paradise. Now, you know that all the cities, Berlin, Paris, London, New York, Los Angeles, these are all over, Rome, Milan, these are all over 1 million inhabitants. But no, for me, no. Actually, I moved here to the south of Italy in a town that is barely 1,000 inhabitants. The less inhabitants, the better. Even in Russia, for example, I would love to buy a property in the forest. Also because over there there are never-ending forests. So anyway, now because it started raining and I want to make my video short, what else I want to say? That anyway, I'll be there for nearly 2 months if I'm lucky to come back, because who knows, maybe I won't even be able to come back. I even consider that things might go worse. You know, we see the situation is worsening in the world everywhere, day by day. This country against this and this against that, and killing here and killing there, and bomb here and bomb there. So we don't care about the bombs. I don't fucking care about the bombs. I simply go where my soul is telling me to go. I'm not afraid at all. I do what I have to do. I can stay in Russia forever. If they won't allow me to come back, for example, which it won't happen now. I'm only joking now. But what I wanted to say is that I will keep making videos. Maybe I won't be as active as I'm active now, so to make one video a day, probably I will reduce the amount of videos. Now I can make just videos about properties and you won't even notice that I'm there. Now, basically, the way I'm making videos on YouTube, apart when I'm going outside and I'm making a video like today, but generally most of my videos are from home, or I'm screen recording something on the screen. So technically, I could have even avoided to say to you that I'm going to Russia, right? Because I could have just kept doing videos for 1 month and 3 weeks, for 2 months, in that way, from my house, screen recording, and you would never have been. Now, if you watch up to now, let me know under the comment section. My question is, so because I'm going to Russia, because I'm going to the Mariel Republic, because I'm going to this city, this town called Yoshkar-Ola, so let me know if you would like to see an Italian in Russia. So then I can make outdoor videos about my life over there. If you're curious about Russia, even if you don't like it, even if you're Russophobic, even if you think that Russians are bad people, whatever you want. But if you're curious and you want me to make videos on my channel, that is Italy a Place to Love, but because I'll be there for nearly 2 months, so I'm asking to you, I want to know your opinion if you're also curious to see videos from Russia. Now, my friends, after this video here, let me try to show you a bit. So, it started raining, okay? So I'm only making now, that's my fantastic car that drives me everywhere. My Fiat 600, perfect. I won't even be able to sell it for 500 euro, but I'm gonna keep it. It's perfect to go to the fields. So this is where I am today. There is this place that I made 1 or 2 videos before already, which is called Madonna del Bosco, so the Virgin of the Forest. We have a palm tree here. I'm showing you the beauty of the nature. There is this valley that is fantastic. I always like to walk inside this forest. Obviously, there are plenty of wild animals as well. There is even someone saying that there are wolves. I don't believe that there are wolves. I saw plenty of wild boars, the peasants, these birds, foxes. Anyway, here I am. And this is the church, Madonna del Bosco. Was built in the 11th century. The Benedictine monks just built it here. They just built it here to stay isolated from the people. So from this point of view, I always felt to be like a monk, to stay isolated from people as much as possible. The funny thing that I want to say about me, let me show you face. The funniest thing about me is that I've been one of the craziest person on the planet. I've been a crazy party animal, see, for real, simply since the age of 15 till the age of 35, so 15 to 35, before I met my wife. I met my wife when I was 37, 38. But till the age of 36, 37, before I met my wife, I have to say that I've been one of the biggest party animals that existed on the planet. So from the age of 15, so I had a career of a party animal for years and years of parties, years of fun. I never cared that much about the responsibilities. I had a tiny part of me, but that was concentrated about making money at the same time. But anyway, the priority was to party all my life. Now I decided to retire, so I've done, it was like a duty. My father always said, if they paid you for all the service as a party animal that you've done in your life, now you would have been millionaire. They should have paid me, to be honest. But now I simply retired. Now it's 10 years that, to be honest, I find even hard to socialize. I have to be honest, I'm not really a person that goes out constantly and like to stay in the middle of crowds. To be honest, I avoid crowds. If I go to the sea, I go to the sea on Monday, Tuesday. The less people I see nowadays, the better. But anyway, I like to be on a screen and I like to share my thoughts here on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel. Now, let me know if you have enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to talk about, now, the 2nd of July is going to be in 2 weeks and 2 days. I'll be flying to Istanbul, then Istanbul, Kazan. Anyway, I think that I will make some videos, but let me know if you are gonna appreciate the way that I'm gonna make an Italian in Russia. That's what I'm gonna call. I'm gonna wear my hat and I'm gonna walk as an Italian in Russia. Then if I will be able to travel, and I will make more videos, obviously traveling all over Russia. Let's see about the things that I have to do between duties, responsibilities, and a bit of fun. All right, my friends, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I see you here on Italy, a Place to Love YouTube channel. Bye.